Hey there, how's it going today? We are just outside of Chattanooga, Tennessee at Camp Jordan for Bugapalooza, basically the biggest Volkswagen show in the North Georgia at least, Tennessee, Alabama, Western North Carolina area. It's supposed to be over 300 cars here today. So I guess we need to get started walking around and checking it out. Let's go. So I saw this thing and it just screams Southern California to me. I don't know, but we are in Tennessee. But yeah, this thing is wild. So evidently, I wasn't aware of this, but I guess there's like a big controversy or brouhaha of putting like a real heavy clear coat over cars like this. Some people hate it when you do that. I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, look at this thing shine. Okay, this thing right here is simply stunning. This green just pops on it. I don't know. Look at this interior too. I don't know if this color is coming through in the video, but wow. This thing is simply amazing. Okay, I like putting stickers on my vehicle, but this guy loves putting stickers on his vehicle. And oh, check out this wiener dog sticker. That's freaking awesome. But yeah, bumper to bumper, this thing's covered in stickers. Oh, and 96 Rock. I used to work there. Okay, so I've seen this bus multiple times, but I never get tired of seeing it. I love this thing. And if you're in the market for some wheels for your VW, this bus is owned by the guys and maybe gals, I don't know who all works there, but at Smitty's Custom Wheels, Smitty's Smoothies. So yeah, check them out if you're in the market for Volkswagen wheels. There you go. Always thought these things were pretty cool, these trucks, double cabs. You know, nowadays everybody wants their pickup truck with 4 doors, you know, like it's a family vehicle, but this thing was actually meant for work. Here we have the display from the gang from Metalmorphosis. They built some sick rides. I think they're out of Alabama. You can look them up online, though, I'm sure. They are Metalmorphosis. Let's check them out. I see these guys and girls around at a lot of shows. They're in a group called Dubs Unlimited out of Tennessee. I'm not exactly sure where out of Tennessee. I just see them all over the place all the time. And they really bring some unique rides like this Baja with this snorkel intake on it. This thing's wild. Check out the paint. Hopefully it comes through in this video. All the metal flake in it. And you will see some Porsches here at this Volkswagen show, and actually some Volkswagen shows as well. These happen to be kit cars, but they are still beautiful. Let's check them out. So anyone who's ever been to the Florida Keys may know Baby's Coffee down in the Keys. I just spoke with the lady with this vehicle, and they're not with the company, but they just love the logo, and she said they've been to the Keys to vacation. So yeah, it's a very cool car right here. Love it. This thing's pretty damn sweet. It's got the modern wheels like I have on my Beetle, and the striping on it, the paint, everything is beautiful. Of course, it's a Westfalia with the pop-up top, so it's good for camping. And look at these seats. Absolutely amazing. Love it. Gotta get one day. And here we have the holy grail of Beetles, a split window. This one 52. Check out this stoplight on the back. That's pretty wild, but yeah. Starting to see fewer and fewer of these split windows. I mean, you know, people save them, but I'm sure many of them have been destroyed over the years. the sickest dune buggy. I don't know if you want to call it a dune buggy, but whatever you want to call it. This thing is wild. Won multiple awards at Florida's Bug Jam, a show I really want to get to someday. That and the No Dough show. I heard that one's really good as well. But yeah, this thing is wild. I keep smelling funnel cakes. I need to get away from this area. So I'm going to wrap things up here with what might be the best build here at Bugapalooza 2025. This single cab is just stunning. All the fitment is perfect. The stance, these wheels, everything about this thing is perfect. But yeah, that's going to do it for me here today, just outside of Chattanooga for Bugapalooza 2025. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. And please like and subscribe. And we'll catch you around next time. Later.